Let's talk about why do we end up picking the wrong solutions at work or even in life. To find the answer, let's map out some of the main causes. And this is my favorite method to dig deeper into some of the root causes behind the symptom itself. And speaking of symptoms, let's consider this one for example. Albert Einstein once said, if I had an hour, I'd spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes on the solution. Yet, we jump to conclusions without comprehending what the issue entails. This leads to the wrong solutions for a problem, or even worse, solving the wrong problem altogether. So why do we pick the wrong solutions? And the first factor behind this is not spending enough time comprehending the problem itself. So as creative human beings, we love to solve problems and think of ideas that will solve the problem at hand. And that's why we never spend too much time thinking about what the problem really is. And one of the reasons behind it is because our brain is wired to think about solutions because the right side or the right part of your brain is exploding with new ideas whenever you see a gap or an issue. And also because we often don't know what questions we should be asking that will help us understand problems better. This was the first factor. Now, factor number two is the struggle that we face to rationally prioritize the problems in such a way so that we know which problem is big enough for us to take action. Think about it. As a leader, if you have 100 different problems, do you have a specific method or tool that will give you which problems are the top 5 or top 10 that you should spend most of your time towards? Or are you spontaneously picking whatever problem that pops up? Think about it for a second. So why is that? Why do we struggle to prioritize the problems? And that's because of the lack of practice or know-how of tools or methods or prioritization techniques. See, there are many different ways to prioritize problems or investments or solutions. All you need to do is pick one and start practicing, which many of us, fail to do. And also, don't forget that we are reactive beings and prefer to solve problems as we discover them instead of proactively look for issues that matter, and we should be keeping it front and centered. Now let's talk about the final factor and its root causes of why we often pick the wrong solutions at work or in life, which is because of the realization that time is limited. And we are always thinking about what's next. And that's why tend to move on to the next big thing. So why is that? And that is because with so many life commitments, problem solving becomes second priority. Our minds are so occupied with our relationships, finances, jobs, children, and so many things that we tend to take a back seat and put things on autopilot. And that's not a good thing, especially if you can prioritize all the problems in your life or work and start to proactively take control of solving these problems and not rush into implementing solutions that may not be the right one. And finally, patience is on the decline since we want to see results quickly and much faster rather than paying up front for a better result tomorrow. And this is what the big picture map looks like. So feel free to take a screenshot. Now here is my one question to you. What ideas do you think will fix these 6 root causes? Share your thoughts and ideas by leaving a comment below. Now if you want to see more videos like this, help me by giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, and sharing this with a friend. I'll see you in the next problem solving exercise.